I said, well, that should go his way, but Sanctum just went for the counter. It's a good idea.
It was definitely a good counter, and that's why you always want to keep a couple of banelings. Just two banelings would have done so much damage to those zerglings that it would have completely stopped and countered that. But looks like up here in the top right corner we have our red Zerg Succubus, and over here in the bottom left we have our light pink, my favorite color as Zerg, Sanctum XV. We just call him Sanctum.
So can Sanctum pull back Type 1-1 and go to a third and final? Or will Succubus just... Succubus come back, or will just Sanctum take it? I almost forgot him one last.
It will be interesting to see who what build they go here. We'll see if they both go that odd 14 pool build. Definitely not my favorite build. I definitely like that 15.
Okay, and this is the MLG version, so they're forest correspondents, so they should know where they are.
Exactly, and the only danger in that is that then you do know that you could get rushed, which is not typical of this map. Succubus coming out and scouting with a drone, just in case. Sanctum going up to 15, and it looks like he's pulling for saving for his pool now, so that'll come down. He's going to 15 pool again. Should see a 15 extractor just behind that.
And it looks like Succubus went for the same sort of build, but he's slightly behind.
He's going 14-14 as opposed to 15-15, which is a bit more standard. It keeps your baneling timings just a little bit tighter than the 15-15. You tend to float just a little bit more minerals.
Extractor up for Sanctum as well, and mining gas as of now. So he will have speed. Succubus, actually mining gas first. Kind of interesting. They're really close actually. Not really much advantage. Interesting.
You can see still that different build. This is what I would call the Fitzy build coming out of Sanctum. Popular GM Fitzy here likes to use this build. It's a bit defensive, it's a bit offensive. Still no, there it is. Okay, a little later on that queen, which is a little bit surprising. 4 lings, pretty standard coming out of Succubus. He'll probably come down and scout out, make sure nothing funny, throw down a hatchery. His hatchery will be just slightly behind Sanctum's.
Yeah, and Succubus is going to be behind on his speed as well, so that could have a factor, but not much of a difference. Just the timing that seems a little just behind by maybe 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah, and also interesting to note that Sanctum he's still sitting back, and he's not too worried about any sort of aggression out of Succubus. He only has that one set of lings, and he's not too worried about it. Baneling nest coming down for Succubus. Succubus going for that ling baneling build again, and with that queen here, those 2 lings are going to be more than enough defense. He needs to micro and pull back just a little bit better, and he'll continue to drone. Surprised he built 3 sets. His lings were fine. He didn't really need to do that. He could have droned. That's 3 drones. Could have put him a little bit ahead in economy there.
Now, if Sanctum wanted to feel safer, he could probably put his spine cradle up and just try to drone a little bit more and not make so many lings.
Yeah, it probably would have been a smarter thing, especially knowing that the last game there was a baneling's nest, and the spine crawler is much better against banelings than obviously zerglings are, and all these slow zerglings are going to be just cleaned up by this mass amount of speedlings that Sanctum has, and Sanctum probably is going to feel that he has the momentum right now, and he may just want to push right here. As soon as he sees that baneling nest, though, he'll pull off quickly. Still no drones at the second of Succubus. He's way behind in supply right now.
Yeah, just making units right now. Seems to be just circling.
And it's also interesting to note that Sanctum has just decided he's going full lings. He doesn't even care about gas. He doesn't care about banelings. This one zergling up here, he's gonna see those Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he saw those banelings, and that is enough banelings to definitely more than deal with Sanctum's mount.
Yeah, I've especially clumped up lings as well. Now, here comes the banelings, but the banelings, again, remember, they don't have speed, they're slow. And Sanctum, if he's careful, can outrun the
Beautifully
banelings.
done. It was beautifully done by Sanctum right there, sending in one ling at a time. He's trying to take out those banelings, but it may be to no avail here.
We do have his spine crawler up as well. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh,
that did not go well for Sanctum.
No, and Sanctum probably just tabbed out for a second and realized what was going on, but he's so far ahead right now in supply.
Yeah, he's definitely far ahead in the drone count. 2 spine crawlers are just, well, one's just about halfway done and one just started. So let's see what happens. Now, is he getting billing nests himself? I don't see one for Sanctum.
No, he decided to go no gas for a reason here. He wanted to get that mineral economy up and running. He might take double gases at both base and look into a quick muta, and that's looked like what he could be doing here.
That being interesting. But mutas are powerful. And it looks like we have missile attack level 1 for Succubus, so he must be coming out with roaches. Did we have a roach? Yes, the roach warren is down.
He has a roach warren, but the important thing to remember though is that roaches are not good against 1/1 zerglings. I always wonder when players go roaches when they see mass zergling. If you can get a surround on roaches, those 1/1s, they take 4 hits instead of 3 from those roaches, and enough of them will take roaches out in a hurry.
We don't have one ling shot, but maybe that's what he's going for, because double evolution chambers are up and running. So we see we even have a layer coming down as well.
Yeah, I would assume from that layer we're going to see some upgrades to the lings, and we'll see some mutas, and we'll see a strong muta-ling style. We could even see an infestor play. I prefer the infestor play. They're a lot more versatile. They allow you to do a lot more things than mutas do.
As it is, like, Succubus is behind a little bit. Let's take a look at the actual unit tab. You can see he is behind on drone count on 47 drones, 32 drones. Behind on the ling count as well. Yeah, he has more banelings, but just right now, I think, I mean, Succubus has more lava, though. We'll see how that really goes, but just the drone count is very, very, like, there's almost 20 drones in difference right now, which is huge.
Right now, I'm actually surprised that Sanctum's not expanding to that third. This really shouldn't worry Sanctum too much, this push out from Succubus. It's decently powerful, but he should have more than enough time to defend it, especially with his spine crawlers up. And yeah, he's doing exactly what Sanctum should be doing in taking that third.
He's taking a third, but just overall right now, I just have a feeling that Sanctum is doing a little bit better. And you can see in the actual mineral and gas count, he is actually doing way better. He's 500 minerals ahead of Succubus right now. So how is that third really going to pay off? That's going to be the question.
Well, the thing for Sanctum to remember is he's floating 2,000 minerals. He needs more larvae. He needs to be producing things. I'm assuming that we're going to see a big muta push out of here and out of him in relatively soon, or we got the +1/+1 missile and carapace, so we could see, yep, and there it is, a lot of roaches all at once. Pulled just a little bit too much, and that's why he could have expanded to that third, but right now he's just so far ahead. Once these roaches pop, he'll probably just push in and take the game.
Yeah, that's a lot of roaches, 18 roaches. We have Burrow as well coming from Succubus, so he might have Burrow by the time that Sanctum actually gets there. I don't think he has roach speed, but that's a lot. And Bailing's coming down as well, but he has those spine crawlers, so they should be able to take out nice defense from Sanctum.
Yeah, and right now Sanctum is going to see that he just needs to push forward and win this game right now. He should be able to read from what he just saw that He has way more roaches than Succubus. He has just too much to deal with, and if he pushes out right now, he wins.
But he's
And
not.
while he pushes out,
Yeah, he's not pushing out though. That's the thing.
yeah, it's definitely. I'm not sure what Sanctum's thinking here. I know he wants to expand, but the thing is if he pushes right now, his army was so much bigger than Succubus's. He saw that. He should know that he just wins the game. It's an auto win for him.
And you can see Queen is going to the third succubus. Took a while to get there. Again, just the mineral count alone is still high. It is like 500 minerals. Wow, that's huge in difference right now. Then maybe I think Sanctum should probably, like you said, he should go for that third. And he did. Did go for the third. Apologies, but a late third.
Yeah, and right now, Succubus, he just spotted that huge roach force moving out. He's probably going to have to sack this third and just pull back and accept defeat there. We'll see if Sanctum even scouts that third. And there he goes. He's got a little bit going there. And no, he decides, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to push in and take the game right here, he says. It looks like he's just going to have too big of a force here. So many roaches. Look at that beautiful concave by Sanctum. Just taking out Succubus's forces so fast. Like, looks like there was a nice transfuse there by Succubus, but just too much for Succubus to really deal with. Sanctum's just going to start
and the roaches
in.
are just taking out everything right now. It's just still way too many roaches at this point. Now it's just going to take out, and Succubus calls the GG. Sanctum takes the series 2-0. Wow.